I'm Luciana. I have a PhD and a degree in chemical sciences. I've worked across pharma, agrochemical and industrial sectors for over 11 years and more than 5 years in organic chemistry research. At Stämm, I focus on material selection and everything that sits at the intersection of chemistry and cell culture. The first requirement is biocompatibility. The material cannot leach compounds into the culture medium that could interfere with cell metabolism, viability, or product quality. Beyond that, you're optimizing for mechanical stability over the full duration of the process. The structure has to maintain its geometry and surface properties through 30 days of continuous perfusion, temperature cycling, and contact with biological fluids. For adherent cell applications, surface energy and topography matter. Cells need to attach, spread, and proliferate consistently across the entire structure. The material also needs to be compatible with the sterilization method used in manufacturing. Finally, it needs to support 3D printing at the resolution required to achieve the gyroid geometry we use. Those are tight constraints that significantly narrow the material selection. The Bubble-Free Bioreactor is 3D printed using a resin selected specifically for this application. The selection criteria were printability at the resolution needed for the gyroid architecture, mechanical properties that maintain structural integrity under continuous flow and pressure, biocompatibility as defined by ISO 10993 guidelines, CFR 21 Part 211, and US Pharmacopoeia 665, 87, and 88, which govern biological evaluation. For pharma-grade applications, the resin choice is foundational because it directly affects what ends up in contact with your cells, your product, and eventually your product characterization data. Reproducibility of the cartridge is a manufacturing and chemistry challenge. On the manufacturing side, 3D printing introduces inherent variability if not properly controlled. Print parameters, resin batch properties, post-processing conditions all affect the final geometry and surface characteristics. Our process development work includes establishing and validating the envelope of acceptable variation for each of those parameters. On the chemistry side, the resin itself is characterized batch by batch for the properties that matter for cell culture. The goal is that a researcher running an experiment in month 1 and repeating it in month 6 gets structurally and chemically equivalent cartridges. That consistency is what allows the data generated in one run to be meaningfully compared to data from another, which is ultimately what reproducibility means in practice. The cartridge, its geometry, and materials will be on display at Bio 2026. Come see it at booth 5735, San Diego, from June 22nd through 25th.